Hello, Neckbeard here. So today I'm going to go with a funny story since I've got different niches for my channel. So today's not going to be a political rant, it's just going to be a funny story, something that happened. So I was like 19 or 20 years old, and PS2 was just being retired, and PlayStation 3 was coming out. The GameCube was going into the Wii, and then with the Xbox, it was just like 360 and the the one X coming out. I think I'm not sure what it was, but anyway, I had gotten some money for Christmas, and then I also had a bonus from working. So I decided to go to GameStop. My grandmother took me, and we were sitting there. I had the GameCube in the car. I had the PlayStation 2, a PlayStation 3, and like $300 or $400 video worth of video games because this is when they had the buy two get one free sale. So I'm sitting there. I'm having an upset stomach. I had some beer and Taco Bell in my stomach. So I'm praying to the good God, please don't let me shit myself. So I just do a little tester. No sound. Smells really bad though. So I just rip it. No shit came out, nothing. But people started coughing and gagging. And my grandmother looks at me and says, and before she actually said anything, I said, no, is that you? She turned bright red, got very mad, stormed out of the center, and just drove home. But fortunately for me, there was a bus stop just outside of the store and to the right, like maybe 100 feet away. So I just sat there and waited for the bus with all my games and consoles. When I got home, my aunt was there, my parents, and my cousin, and they said, how dare you blame a fart on an old person? And I said, well, if anybody really knows anything, they knew it wouldn't have been her because old people farts smell like Alpo. I mean, seriously. But anyway, yeah, I learned never have Taco Bell and beer in the same meal. No. Especially a Pilsner or a Stout. That really does overkill. Same thing happened to me at a bar, except I had Taco Bell for lunch and I was drinking at the bar. It was so bad, they actually demanded I pay for the cleaning fees. And when I came out of the bathroom, they were saying they had evacuated the bar because there was a chemical leak. That's my bad, but I wasn't going to pay $400 for ServPro just to clean up a bathroom in the bar area. That's ridiculous. That's overkill for $400 or something like that. Have y'all seen the Netflix special last night? About Chelsea Handler, I think it is, and those comedians? No, don't play into their hand. MAGA's just stupid. They're a bunch of snowflakes. I mean, I would call MAGA retarded. That's demeaning retarded people. I mean, retarded people have a reason they're that way. MAGA just choose to be that way. It's just, And then, let's see what else is there. It's funny. Anybody like fishing in my channel? On my viewers like fishing? Okay, so I had friends that had never gone fishing before. I live in Florida, so I said, let's go fishing, guys. I didn't drive at that time, but one of my buddies like, yeah, let's go fishing. So I left out some old hot dogs out in the sun for like a day or two, just get some bait for catfish. Because if you fish for catfish, they go by smell because they're typically blind. Well, anyway, I'm casting, and I get a bite. Bottom fishing, you go by feel. I'm reeling in. All of a sudden, this frickin' snapping turtle's on the hook. And I'm thinking it's a fish before I even noticed it was a snapping turtle. I just yank back. He comes flying right at me, hissing, like Satan himself's coming right at you. And all of a sudden, he lets go of the hook as I rip it. And the bobber and the hook come flying at, well, not the bobber, but the hook comes flying at me in the weight. I dodge it. Thank God I didn't hook my face or my ear. And everybody's looking at me, and I'm looking at this other family that's out there, and I said, has he been giving you any problems? And they're like, no, not really. And I said, because they had a handgun, because in Florida and some areas, wildlife, you need protection when you go fishing. So I asked him, if that happens again, and I actually pull him in, do you mind helping me get him off the hook? Because I don't have any gloves or knife or anything. He said, yeah, we don't mind. But yeah, then that was funny. It's like fishing for Satan. Man, ooh. Then the same day, my friend who's never been fishing caught a 5-pound channel cat. Beautiful. In the same area too, when I was like 13 or 14 years old, fishing all day, didn't catch anything. I'm like, one more cast. The very last cast, I pulled in an 8-pound catfish. Nice. Yeah. I was going to ask. It's okay to be an asshole as long as you don't target anybody in particular, right? I mean, I consider myself an asshole, but I'm not going to be an asshole to someone because they're black, brown, any religion, ethnicity, and that stuff. I'm just an asshole to people who treat me like they're an asshole. I don't do it for things people can't help. I mean, honestly, I'd rather hang out with black people more than white people. Their food's good, they know how to party, and they always have the best weed. And plus, too, when they're not partying, making good food, and smoking the best weed, they're very professional people. I mean, I would actually like to see a reality show about former rappers, who just gave up on trying to make it big, and their life after their journey to trying to be famous. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, I just don't understand how you can hate someone because they just look different. I mean, of course you get assholes in every category, but you don't do it because they fit into a category. You just do it because they're horrible people. And at least that's my opinion. I mean, I'm an equal opportunity hater. I'm going to hate everybody equally, not because they're black, Jewish, and all that crap. I was going to say, when I was younger, I used to volunteer at a nursing home. And there was this older gentleman, he was named Fred, we used to call him Candyman. And one of the sad things is, all the elderly people always thought I was their grandkid. I mean, it's going to sound like an episode, like a scene from The Simpsons, but they all thought I was there to visit them. And one St. Patty's Day, mind you, I was short and chubby. I was smaller than I was compared to now, but it varied for the age and size. But I dressed up as a leprechaun. And the stereotypical cheek pinching and all that stuff. Well, it was a good day. But I mean, my cheeks were bruised, but it made them happy, and that's all that really matters to me. I learned a lot volunteering from a nursing home. People who have lived experience, whether they remember things or not. I actually played piano with a woman who played show tunes in a lounge in New York. She wasn't on Broadway, but she almost made it to Broadway. And she showed me some pictures of her from the Roaring '20s period. And one of the ladies at my church actually lived during the Roaring '20s. She was a child, but, older teenager. And she showed me some photos, and it's pretty cool seeing how they dressed back then compared to today. Being Christian, I believe in modesty. I mean, I don't think I have a right to tell someone what to wear and what not to wear, but I prefer people in my crew to be more modest. Men, too. I don't want them showing thighs and calves, too. It's just, But, seeing how things have changed a lot. And, I know a lot of people may not believe in God, or maybe atheist or agnostic, or not even Christian, but other denominations or faith. You gotta admit, things are getting bad. And I'm praying that it gets better fast. And it doesn't have to be God and Jesus, but just a fix. That's all I want. You know, I do like having talks and dialogue about politics and faith. Excuse me, life experiences. So, I mean, if you're interested, leave a comment, subscribe. I mean, I like I said, I can be an asshole, but I just don't do it to be an asshole. I just usually do it in retaliation. People treat me like shit. If you're interested, though, leave a comment, subscribe. You guys have a great day. Neckbeard out.